There is a propensity of evidence showing that body composition, especially the muscle-to-fat ratio, has a great influence on the inflammatory process. Body fat is composed of two different adipose tissues, brown and white. Adipose tissue accumulates in three major body areas: subcutaneous, abdominal, and intramuscular. Brown adipose tissue, or subcutaneous fatty tissue, specializes in the production of heat, also called adaptive thermogenesis, and serves as the reserve fuel for extra energy needs. Brown adipose tissue does not secrete inflammatory substances. White adipose tissue is found in abdominal and intramuscular fat and produces inflammatory agents like cytokines, interleukins, tumor necrosis factor, prostaglandins, and leptin. White adipose tissue is highly inflammatory, and an excess of inflammatory substances causes subliminal systemic inflammatory syndrome, or SSIS. Intermuscular adipose tissue is characterized by smaller muscle volume, greater intermuscular adipose volume, lower muscle strength, and higher levels of inflammatory agents. Abdominal adipose tissue, or AMAT, is characterized by smaller muscle volume, lower muscle strength, and higher levels of inflammatory biochemicals. Adipose tissue's ability to secrete hormones and pro-inflammatory agents influences many medical conditions, including diabetes and cardiovascular, musculoskeletal, metabolic, and most chronic diseases. Abdominal, visceral, or central obesity is mainly composed of white adipose tissue that is recognized as an immune organ that secretes numerous regulatory factors, inflammatory signals, and hormones. These include pro-inflammatory agents, leptin, ACTH, and cortisol released by adipose tissue, generating a chronic inflammatory state. Central obesity is associated with a chronic, low-grade, systemic inflammatory state that eventually leads to abnormal metabolism and chronic diseases. Central obesity is measured by waist to height size in inches. A waist circumference greater than 40 inches for a male or greater than 35 inches for a female is considered high risk for disease. Waist to height ratio is a person's waist circumference divided by his or her height. For example, a man who is 6 feet tall with a 32-inch waist has a waist to height ratio of 44%. A waist to height ratio equal to or greater than 63% for a male, or equal to or greater than 58% for a female, is considered morbidly obese.